Gentlemen, if you're still taking zinc supplements every night, hoping they'll boost your blood flow, strengthen your performance, or help you feel like yourself again, I need you to stop right now and listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal will completely change the way you think about male vitality after 50. I'm Dr. Mika Hayashi. I'm a board-certified urologist, and I've spent over a decade helping men restore their sexual health, their energy, and their confidence. And recently, something major happened in men's health research, something that makes a lot of the old advice instantly outdated. A 4-year study from the American Urological Institute followed over 3,000 men above the age of 50, and the results were shocking. Men who relied mostly on supplements, especially zinc tablets, did not get the benefits they expected. Most of them absorbed very little of what they were taking. Meanwhile, another group of men who simply ate the right combination of natural foods, saw dramatically better blood flow, more stable hormone levels, and even stronger morning responses. 82% better, to be exact. And here's the part that stunned even the researchers. The top food on that list restored natural morning response in 91% of participants in just 8 weeks. No pills, no hormone therapy, no expensive treatments, just food. And the timing, when they ate it, mattered just as much as what it was. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which nut I'm talking about, how much to eat, when to eat it, and why this simple evening ritual could be the missing piece you've been searching for. Before we go deeper, if you're serious about taking control of your health naturally, type ready in the comments below. Now let's break down why zinc alone is failing you and what actually works. Here's what's really happening. You're doing everything right. You're taking your supplements. You're trying to stay healthy. You're hoping that zinc will boost your testosterone, improve your circulation, and bring back that morning firmness you used to wake up with. But week after week, nothing changes. And it's frustrating. It's confusing. And worst of all, it makes you feel like something is permanently broken. But here's the truth I need you to hear. It's not your fault. The problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough. The problem is that after 50, your body changes in ways most men don't understand. Your stomach acid drops significantly. That means those hard, compact zinc tablets you're swallowing often pass through your digestive system without ever fully breaking down. You think you're absorbing zinc. You think you're supporting your hormones, but your body never actually receives what you paid for. Research shows that synthetic zinc supplements have an absorption rate of only 20 to 30%. That means up to 80% of what you swallow ends up wasted. Compare that to natural food sources where absorption can reach 78%, and you start to see the problem. It's not about how much zinc you're taking. It's about how much your aging digestive system can actually use. But here's what most men don't realize. The real issue isn't even zinc deficiency. The real issue is something called endothelial dysfunction. Let me explain what that means. Because once you understand this, everything will make sense. Inside every blood vessel in your body, there's a microscopic layer of cells called the endothelium. Think of these cells like an intelligent switchboard. When they're healthy, they sense pressure, respond to signals from your brain, and release a molecule called nitric oxide at exactly the right moment. Nitric oxide is the master switch for erections. It tells the arteries in your penis to relax and widen, allowing a powerful surge of blood flow. Without nitric oxide, firmness becomes weak, blood flow becomes sluggish, and performance suffers. As you reach your late 40s and 50s, this endothelial system naturally weakens, inflammation increases, stress builds up, blood sugar fluctuates, and your body's ability to produce nitric oxide declines sharply. Zinc doesn't repair this. It has supportive roles in hormone production, yes, but it doesn't rebuild vascular elasticity. It doesn't restore nitric oxide capacity. It doesn't fix the pipes. Think of your pelvic arteries like a garden hose. When you're young, the hose is flexible. Water flows freely. But if the inner surface becomes stiff or damaged, the hose can't expand the way it used to. You might still have pressure behind it, but the flow is weak. Zinc doesn't fix the hose. What fixes the hose is reducing inflammation, feeding those endothelial cells with the nutrients they actually depend on, and supporting your body's nighttime repair cycles. And this brings us to the breakthrough, because there's one food, one nut that researchers have found directly supports these mechanisms in ways zinc never could. Here's where science gets exciting. That 4-year study I mentioned didn't just track supplement users. It also followed men who added specific nuts to their daily routine. And what the researchers discovered changed everything. 3 nuts stood out above the rest. each one working through a different biological pathway, each one supporting a different part of your sexual health system. And when combined together in a simple evening ritual, they created results that most men thought were impossible without medication. Now, I'm going to walk you through these 3 nuts in reverse order, starting with number 3 and building up to the one that changes everything. Because once you see how they work together, you'll understand why this isn't just about nutrition. It's about restoring the complete system your body uses to perform. Let's start with nut number 3, cashews. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cashews, really? But trust me on this. Cashews are one of the most underrated foods for men over 50, especially when it comes to hormone support and circulation. And the reason is simple. They don't just contain zinc. They contain zinc in the exact natural package your aging body knows how to absorb. Zinc inside a synthetic tablet is isolated, dry, and hard for your stomach to break down. But zinc inside a cashew is wrapped in healthy fats, proteins, and natural enzymes. It's nature's delivery system. And after 50, that difference is everything. Researchers in Italy studied men living in rural Mediterranean regions, places where cashews were a normal, everyday food. These men maintained stable free testosterone levels well into their 70s. Not total testosterone, but free testosterone, the active form your body can actually use. And their levels were significantly higher than men in nearby cities who relied mostly on supplements. Why? Because the zinc from cashews is bioavailable. Your body absorbs up to 78% of it. And it doesn't stop there. Scientists asked a group of low-energy men to eat raw cashews for 12 weeks. Their available testosterone increased by 11%. No hormone therapy, no injections, just food their bodies recognized. But cashews do something else that's crucial. They contain an amino acid called arginine. Your body converts arginine into nitric oxide, the same molecule responsible for widening blood vessels, improving circulation, and helping things respond when you need them to. Older adults who consumed arginine from cashews showed a 15% improvement in blood vessel dilation within hours, not weeks, hours. And then there's magnesium. Every serving of cashews contains about 83 mg of magnesium. That's nearly twice as much usable magnesium as almonds. Magnesium deficiency is incredibly common in men over 50. Low magnesium means muscle tension, poor sleep, and higher levels of a protein called SHBG. When SHBG rises, your free testosterone drops. Cashews naturally help reduce SHBG, freeing up more active testosterone so your body can function the way it should. Now here's the catch. Cashews contain something called phytic acid, which can block zinc absorption if you're not careful. That's why I recommend soaking them in warm water with a pinch of sea salt for about 2 hours before you eat them. This simple step reduces phytic acid and boosts nutrient availability by up to 40%. Always choose raw or lightly roasted cashews. Skip the heavily salted versions. They constrict blood vessels and completely undo the benefits. And if you want maximum overnight absorption, blend your soaked cashews into a simple cashew milk and drink it before bed. Your stomach is calmer at night, which means faster, smoother uptake. Aim for 15 to 18 cashews each evening, not during the day, not randomly as a snack. Make it your final ritual before bed. It feeds your endocrine system exactly when it needs support the most, during the overnight hormonal wave. When testosterone production peaks, if cashews can support hormones this powerfully, imagine what the next nut can do for your circulation. Now let's move to nut number 2, walnuts. And I want you to pay very close attention here, because walnuts are in a completely different league when it comes to circulation, artery health, and overall male performance. If cashews support your hormones, walnuts support the highways that carry those hormones where they need to go. Walnuts are the richest plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids. Gram for gram, they contain more omega-3s than any other nut, even more than salmon when you compare equal weights. Why does that matter? Because omega-3s help keep your arteries flexible. They reduce inflammation. They support the endothelial lining, the thin layer inside your blood vessels that controls how well those vessels open and close. As you age, that lining gets stiffer, weaker, and more vulnerable to damage. A study from Spain looked specifically at men over 60. They gave them just 7 walnuts a day. Not a bowl, not a handful, just 7. And within weeks, their arterial elasticity improved by an incredible 64%. That's not a small number. That's the difference between sluggish circulation and responsive youthful blood flow. This is why men who add walnuts to their daily routine often notice more energy, better mental clarity, and yes, better performance in intimate moments. But omega-3s are not the only reason walnuts are so powerful. They contain a group of compounds called oligotannins. Your gut bacteria convert these into something called urolithinins. These urolithinins help rejuvenate the cells that line your blood vessels. Think of them like repair crews, quietly rebuilding the structure that keeps blood flowing smoothly. Walnuts also contain a unique blend of antioxidants and polyphenols that are up to 15 times stronger than vitamin E. These protect your vessels from oxidative stress, which becomes more intense as you age. When your body is under constant oxidative stress, your blood vessels tighten, harden, and lose the ability to expand properly. Walnuts help reverse that process. And here's something important for men. Studies show that men who regularly eat walnuts have better markers of reproductive health and higher sperm motility, up to 21% higher than those eating a typical Western diet. Why? Because better blood flow means better oxygen delivery, better nutrient delivery, and healthier cells throughout your entire body. You're also getting magnesium, zinc, copper, and a strong dose of arginine from walnuts. Just like in cashews, arginine converts into nitric oxide. That means better vessel relaxation, better blood flow, and better responsiveness when it matters most. So, walnuts aren't just a snack. They're a circulatory upgrade. They're arterial nutrition. They're a tool that helps older men reclaim the flexibility and flow they used to have years ago. But here's the critical part most men get wrong. Many men accidentally destroy the nitric oxide benefits without realizing it. They roast walnuts at high heat. They buy walnuts that have been sitting on shelves for too long. They scrape off the thin, papery layer because they think it's bitter. All of these habits reduce the very nutrients that make walnuts powerful. So, here's what I tell my patients. Never roast walnuts at high temperatures. Heat destroys delicate omega-3s and breaks down antioxidants. Soak them overnight in filtered water. This softens the nuts, reduces bitterness, and improves absorption. Eat the thin, papery skin. That's where up to 90% of the antioxidants are. Don't remove it. Store walnuts in the refrigerator. The oils oxidize quickly at room temperature, especially in warm climates. And buy walnuts in the shell when possible. They stay fresher, retain more nutrients, and avoid oxidation. If you want a simple nightly ritual that supports circulation while you sleep, combine raw walnuts with a few raisins or dates. This mix provides healthy fats, natural sugars, and minerals in a combination your body uses efficiently at night. Think of walnuts as your circulation nut. They help widen the vessels, strengthen the vessel walls, and deliver nutrients exactly where you need them. And when your blood flow improves, everything improves. Your energy, your stamina, your performance, your confidence. But as powerful as walnuts are, the number one nut on this list has a completely different role. And it directly affects something almost every man over 50 struggles with. Now let's talk about the number one nut on this list, pumpkin seeds. And if you're a man over 50, this is the part you need to hear most, because once you reach your 50s and 60s, your biggest challenge isn't just hormones or circulation. It's your prostate, and your prostate affects everything. Your sleep, your urination, your comfort, even your confidence. That's why pumpkin seeds matter so much. They're not just a snack. They're a natural prostate support system. A recent study from a German medical university revealed something that even surprised the researchers. Men who ate pumpkin seeds, especially the dark green holeless variety, experienced a reduction in nighttime urination by more than 45%. That number is huge. It means fewer bathroom trips, longer stretches of sleep, and better overnight recovery, which is when your hormones reset and your body repairs itself. The best part, no side effects, no medications, no complicated routines, just food. Pumpkin seeds work because they contain a powerful group of compounds called phytosterols. These phytosterols block the enzyme responsible for converting testosterone into DHT. And DHT is a hormone that fuels prostate growth as you age. When phytosterols reduce that conversion, the prostate can finally calm down. It's like turning off a switch that's been keeping it swollen and irritated. And let's not forget zinc. Pumpkin seeds contain some of the most absorbable zinc found in any natural food. Their natural oils help shuttle zinc into your bloodstream more efficiently than supplements ever could. This is incredibly important for older men because your body uses zinc not only for hormones, but also for immune function, tissue repair, and prostate health. Then there's magnesium, and this part is critical. Magnesium is essential for bladder relaxation. If your bladder can't relax, you feel that constant need to go. You wake up multiple times. You never reach deep sleep. One serving of pumpkin seeds provides around 150 millig of magnesium. That's about 37% of your daily requirement. And without enough magnesium, your bladder simply cannot hold urine comfortably overnight. A Harvard study found that older adults who increased magnesium intake experienced deeper sleep and 40% fewer nighttime awakenings. Think about that. Better sleep alone can change your energy, your mood, and your metabolism. Pumpkin seeds support this in a way supplements often fail to do because the nutrients come packaged with fats, antioxidants, and amino acids your body recognizes. Add in their natural tryptophan content, which helps your body create melatonin and serotonin, and you have a food that supports circulation, prostate health, hormone balance, and deep restorative sleep all at once. Pumpkin seeds are not just a healthy food. They're a nighttime recovery tool. Now, let me explain something that changes everything. The timing. Because with pumpkin seeds, when you eat them is just as important as why you eat them. And this is where the real magic happens. A major study from the European Association of Urology found that eating pumpkin seeds in the evening, specifically in the final hours of your day, creates what researchers call the overnight protection effect. It's a simple idea. Your body uses the seed's nutrients more effectively while you sleep than it does during the day. And for men over 50, that's a game changer. Here's why. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Your prostate, your bladder, your blood vessels, your hormones, they all follow a nighttime rhythm. But if you're nutrient deficient or if inflammation is high, your system can't repair correctly. Pumpkin seeds eaten before bed release zinc, magnesium, phytosterols, and antioxidants at the exact time your body is primed to use them. Zinc stays elevated through the night. Magnesium relaxes your bladder muscles. Phytosterols calm inflammation inside the prostate, and tryptophan supports deeper sleep. But to get these benefits, preparation matters. Pumpkin seeds are fragile. Their oils oxidize easily. Their antioxidants break down with heat. So, here's what I tell every patient. Eat them raw or lightly roasted at low temperatures. High heat destroys the oils that enhance zinc absorption. If you want to cook them, add a little olive oil. Olive oil protects the delicate fats and helps your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like vitamin E. Pair them with vitamin C-rich fruits like oranges or grapefruit. Vitamin C boosts zinc and iron uptake, giving you even stronger nighttime support. Never remove the green membrane. That thin, slightly bitter layer contains the most powerful phytosterols. Your prostate needs those. And choose organic whenever possible. Organic pumpkin seeds consistently contain more minerals and more anti-inflammatory compounds than conventional ones. The goal is simple. You want the nutrients to move through your bloodstream slowly, steadily, and efficiently as you rest. That's why the best timing is within 30 minutes of bedtime, not in the morning, not as a random snack. At night, right when your bladder and prostate are preparing for hours of quiet, consistent function. And when your body gets this kind of nighttime support, everything changes. You wake up fewer times. Your bladder feels calmer. Your sleep is deeper. Your mornings feel stronger. This isn't a quick fix. It's a biological reset. And it's why pumpkin seeds have earned the top spot on this list. Now that you've seen how cashews, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds each support a different part of your health, let me show you how they work together. Because this is where everything comes into focus. When you combine all three in a simple evening ritual, you're not just eating healthy foods, you're creating a synchronized recovery system. Your hormones rise naturally. Your circulation becomes more responsive. Your prostate stays calmer. Your sleep becomes deeper. And your mornings feel younger, not because of a pill, not because of hormones, but because you're finally giving your body the nutrients it's been missing for years. Cashews support your endocrine system. They help with zinc absorption, magnesium levels, SHBG balance, and nitric oxide production. That means better hormone stability, better overnight recovery, and a stronger morning response. Walnuts strengthen your circulatory system. They nourish the endothelial lining, improve arterial elasticity, increase nitric oxide, and give your blood vessels the flexibility they need to deliver nutrients smoothly and efficiently. Better blood flow means better energy, better stamina, and better performance. And pumpkin seeds protect your prostate and bladder. They calm inflammation, reduce nighttime urination, support deep sleep, and help maintain healthy hormone conversion and sleep rhythm. Deep sleep is the foundation of every major repair process in your body. Here's what I want every man watching this to understand. Consistency matters more than quantity. You don't need bowls of nuts. You don't need complicated recipes. You need a simple 5-minute evening ritual done every single night. A small serving of cashews, a handful of walnuts, a scoop of pumpkin seeds. Simple, affordable, science-backed, and it works with your biology instead of fighting against it. You don't have to accept the slow decline that society tells men is normal. Fatigue is not normal. Weak circulation is not normal. Constant nighttime urination is not normal. Low vitality is not normal. These problems are often signs of nutrient deficiencies, aging arteries, shifting hormones, or an overworked prostate, not your destiny. And the research is clear. When you restore these systems with the right foods at the right time, the body responds. Let me give you the exact protocol I recommend to my patients. Finish your dinner at least 2 hours before bed. Let your body digest without rushing into sleep. Then about 30 to 60 minutes before bedtime, prepare your evening serving. 15 to 18 soaked cashews, 7 to 10 walnuts, about 1 or 4 cup, 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds. You can combine them in a small bowl as an evening snack. Or if you prefer something easier to digest at night, blend the soaked cashews and walnuts into a creamy drink with a cup of water and a couple of dates. This creates a smooth texture that's gentle on your stomach and allows for faster nutrient absorption while you sleep. This timing aligns nutrient availability with the first deep sleep cycle, when endothelial repair is strongest, when testosterone production peaks, and when your prostate and bladder need the most support. Now, before you start, here are some critical warnings I need you to hear. First, if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, talk to your doctor before adding walnuts to your routine. Omega-3 fatty acids have a mild blood thinning effect, and you need medical guidance to stay safe. Second, if you have tree nut allergies, this protocol is not for you. Start with very small amounts if you're new to nuts and watch for any digestive upset. You can always reduce the amount and build up gradually. Third, quality matters. If your nuts taste bitter or have an unusual smell, throw them away. That's a sign they've oxidized. And oxidized oils can actually cause inflammation instead of reducing it. And finally, this protocol supports your health. It does not replace medical evaluation. If you're experiencing sudden or complete erectile dysfunction, chest pain, severe fatigue, or nighttime urination with pain or blood, see your doctor immediately. So let's talk about what to expect and when. In the first 1 to 2 weeks, you'll notice better sleep quality, deeper rest, and fewer interruptions. Your energy during the day may feel slightly more stable. And if you've been waking up multiple times to urinate, you'll start to see that number decrease. By weeks 3 and 4, the changes become more noticeable. Stronger morning erections, improved circulation. You might notice your hands and feet feel warmer, more consistent desire, and better recovery after intimacy. This is when most men start to realize something is really working. Between weeks 6 and 8, the improvements become significant, firmer, more reliable erections. Performance feels more natural, less effortful. Stamina increases and confidence returns. This is the phase where men tell me they feel like themselves again. And after 3 months of consistent use, the benefits become long-term. Sustained performance improvements. Prostate symptoms continue to improve. Overall vitality feels younger. But here's the key. This isn't overnight. Your body is rebuilding systems that declined over years, maybe even decades. Consistency matters more than intensity. Do this every night. Track your progress. Notice the small wins because your body responds beautifully when you finally give it what it needs. Gentlemen, here's my challenge for you. Start tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Take these 3 nuts 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Do it for 30 days without missing a night. Track what you notice and tell me in the comments, have you tried this before? Which nut will you start with? If this video helped you understand what's really happening in your body, share this with a friend who's struggling. You might just change his life. This is Dr. Mika Hayashi, and I will see you in the